The surrounding NBA Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. And tonight, we've got the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Utah Jazz at Vivint Smart Home Arena. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the side.
Thanks. Well, among the league's deadlier weapons now is the step-back jumper. Steph Curry said, "You're always in control of the situation with that move. It is pretty effective." Portland's Damian Lillard said, "It's a tough off-balance shot, so it takes a lot of work." But people around the league are putting in that work to become even more effective. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Curry is out there with Junior, and it's Durant, and it's LeBron James, and it's Giannis in at the 5 down low. And for Utah, they've got Donovan Mitchell. Ant's out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Ennis in at the 3 side. Hey, Steve, 2 defensive-minded teams in the building tonight. Both are good at getting stops.
Yeah, Kevin, this is going to be one of those chess match basketball games we get a chance to see. Difference, I think, will be the team that can somehow get easy baskets will make the difference.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. Durant, the pass to Junior. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Junior's got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Lakers. And here is Rozier. Passes it to Kuzma. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. And here is Los Angeles now, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
Another bucket. Wow.
We're bearing witness to one of the great scoring seasons of all time.
Greg, he's delivering night in and night out. Great games and nearing 3rd all-time for scoring this season.
And guys, don't look now, but Michael Jordan's scoring mark.
Nice play by Donovan Mitchell. You love a guard who can take it up strong, take the bump, and still convert.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive. High-character kid, well-spoken. In fact, Mitchell's pre-draft interviews helped him rocket up the board.
Here's Junior, and Junior throws it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Rozier against Curry. Kuzma can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
And so just over a minute and a half played.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
The Lakers with a quick start to this game. It's a 3-point game. That one falls.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Kuzma outside. The drive by Mitchell. And trying to break loose. That one goes. Count it. Mitchell's got 7 points. Now here's Curry. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Another one goes. Incredible.
All All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into third place for most points in a season. Amazing.
And can you believe he has passed Michael Jordan for third most points in a season? It's rare you ever see his airness get passed on any list.
Here's Junior. It's deflected.
Boy, he won't block a lot of shots. Kyle with terrific defense that time. Read that one all the way.
Mitchell kicks to Rozier. Curry brings the double. Mitchell wide open. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. 10 points for him.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend of Smitty of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will be consistent as the years go on.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Junior. The Lakers have been all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Free throw good, Junior. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. And both free throws good for Junior.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern, only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs, that's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Jerome. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Bogdanovich. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Junior with it. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. O'Neal comes with the double team. 5 on the clock. Here's Henry. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. Another miss by Utah. Junior fires from way outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
He had to rush that one a little, but terrific stroke from range.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll return shortly. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say earlier.
Definitely get my slow down a lot for me. I'm able to know where my team is going to be. I'm able to get to my spots and I know my spots. And I don't score on accident no more. I score because I know, okay, I'm going to get to that spot, try to make a play for my teammate or make a play for myself.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to handle.
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
That's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
Bogdanovich out there with Nance. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Jerome in at the point. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Trailblazers, was all business. He tallied 50 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Big group substitute. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Kuzma outside. The pass to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Tice against Bogdanovich. Up and in on the layup. Bogdanovich has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And it's denied. They retain possession. Aldridge misses. With the ball for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 9 points, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
And Junior throws it down.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Tipped away and stolen by Junior. Got it off in time, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
How about that? Just a perfect finish to the half as they tack on another 3 to their lead.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their transition game has been in full effect. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. KD, you're running and gunning out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we're playing together, everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we playing like that, so we got to continue to do that.
KD, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. We've got Durant. Junior's out there with Curry. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's James in at the three spot.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's so much fun being surrounded by...
On. And you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Rozier the pass to Mitchell. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Mitchell's got 21.
Man, he keeps doing his part.
He keeps screening me.
Just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Guard him.
And the Lakers call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Curry kicks to Junior. And the foul called on Junior. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Rozier looking around. Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
I'm not surprised to see Kuzma throw it down. He's got the length and leaping ability to do so.
Now, here's Junior. Covered by Mitchell. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Utah called for the foul. In Los Angeles, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Kerr's checked in for the Lakers. Now Rozier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Mitchell. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Jazz trail by 12. Here's Kuzma. He's off on that one. Nice defense from KD. The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Junior. Cans the 12-footer. Junior's got 38 points.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Rozier, the pass to O'Neal. And it's sent back by KD.
I'll tell you, if you're not looking out, KD will send your shot back.
No coverage that time. 40 points for Junior.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team. And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Now, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant is officially... The Jazz shooting not great, 40% for the game. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Kyle Kuzma. Ennis out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And the shot goes down. Junior's got 44.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
None, that's good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
LA's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 46 points for Junior.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Nunn. Trying to get open is Kuzma. Nunn can't get it to fall. Lakers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And that one's good, Junior.
They are just killing them on the interior. Jazz
have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And the foul called on Junior. That's his 3rd foul of the game. You hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big.
Yet another bucket.
Once again, he's hit the 50-point mark as he continues to be a force of nature this season.
This performance, GA, has tied him for 3rd most 50-point games in a season. He keeps just delivering one great performance after another.
I can't believe he has matched Kobe's 10 games of 50 points. Just shows the level of greatness we are witnessing this season.
Credit the vision of LeBron. Leave even one guy open, he'll find him.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Here's Junior. Kept alive. And a dunk by Aldridge.
LaMarcus does this well, getting into the mix and creating buckets off the offensive rebounds.
It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got his 5th rebound in this one. Junior, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. On the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg, the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, you know, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we could see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we all like to see it.
And that basket is in from Caboclo.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
Nothing like second chance buckets to pick up the scoring pace.
Yeah, it was impressive how they piled on the extra points, hitting the offensive glass, and then also winning the 50-50 ball battle.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Junior.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success. Can't fault the play call, even though he couldn't convert. That's a good shot.
Pass to Hall, lets it go from deep. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Junior, and again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Caboclo. He kicks to Bogdanovich. Goes back up, and the layup is good.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. And it's Junior missing. And stolen by Junior. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Junior. Seven seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And he knocks down the first one.
Isaiah Thomas at the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws. And here's Junior. No good there. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
It's crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby. Yeah, you made of plastic, always overreacting, always for reactions, and I'm gonna go subtract it. My money always hiding. I got me a new chick that be calling me like Jasmine. Exes and no moles, I don't wanna know what's happening. Brody told me slow me or I end up money in the bed. This plane is crashing. I'm yelling Mayday, baby, yeah. You made of plastic, always overreacting, always for reactions, and I'm gonna go subtracting. My money always hiding. I got me a new chick that be calling me like Jasmine. Exes and no moles, I don't wanna know what's happening. Brody told me slow me or I end up money in a basket. Throw that this plane crashing. My friends, I guess we met our ends. Love, flip me again. I'm off that once again. The devil slid me.